Hi there, it's April 23rd and time for Proverbs 23. Now we're right in the middle of our 30 wise sayings that we're supposed to memorize and keep them on our lips at all times, right? Ready? I start with saying 7. When you sit to dine with a ruler, note well what is before you. Ooh. And put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony. Do not crave his delicacies, for that food is deceptive, right? And there's some great explanations over here. Consider diligently. Eat with sobriety. Put a knife to your throat. Bridle thine appetite as it were forced by force and violence, right? Do not be glutton on his food, right? For that food is deceptive, right? Great notes over here. For oft times the rich, when they bid their inferiors to their table, it is not for the love they bear them, but for their own secret purposes, right? They want something from you, okay? They want something from you. Most times it's to test you, okay? And this could be for a prospective employer. If they invite you to lunch, don't eat a lot, and they are testing you, okay? They're going to see if you put salt on your food before tasting it. That means you're not open to new ideas. They're going to watch how you treat the wait staff. If you look down on them, okay, they won't hire you. Deceptive food. Good stuff. Okay, saying 8. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust in your own cleverness. Cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle, right? Many people have had a lot of money and lost a lot of money, right? It will tell you it's not worth the trouble spending your whole life trying to get rich, because it just goes away. It is fleeting. And then you miss the real things in life. Thing 9. Do not eat the food of a begrudging host. Do not crave his delicacies, for he's the kind of person who is always thinking about the cost. There's a note here, right? Or as he thinks within himself, so he is. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You have vomited up the little you have eaten, and will have wasted your compliments. Right? Now, that's kind of important. I mean, I like that one. Stingy people, you can always tell. You invite you over for a barbecue, they're going to take what everything cost. Do you believe steak was $23 now? And do you believe these drinks, $15 for a 12-pack now? Man, it used to be $6. And they're going to complain about that. Then they say, eat and drink. And inside they're going, man, this is going to cost me a fortune. How am I going to recover from this? All right? It'll end up making you sick. Because that's all they're going to talk about. Begrudging host. 10 is simple. Do not speak to fools, for they will scorn your prudent words. All right. You can automatically tell if somebody's carrying a sign, they're not worth talking to. Okay, they're not. You're not going to change your mind. Okay. Often they're getting paid to do that, and they're merely actors. Saying 11. And he said this like 8 or 9 times. It must have been a real problem back in the day, right? Do not move an ancient boundary stone or encroach on the fields of the fatherless, for their defender is strong. He will take up their case against you. Right? God will get you if you encroach on somebody else's property. Still goes on today. Saying 12. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. Right? Simple, right? Simple. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. Never stop learning. Okay? Saying 13, do not withhold discipline from a child. If you punish them with the rod, they will not die. Punish them with the rod and save them from death. Right? There is not enough discipline going on nowadays, okay? You can tell because they're all over the streets now, right? Laying in the streets and destroying priceless artwork and gluing their hands to the pavement, breaking things and destroying property that's not theirs, okay? You have to do this when they are young. 14. Saying 14. My son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. My inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak what is right. Right. We all love to hear our children wise, right? And say wise things. Saying 15. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but always be zealous for the fear of the Lord. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off, right? Don't envy these horrible rich people, right? They're not happy, okay? Always have problems. Be zealous for the fear of the Lord, right? Actively, zealously seek the Lord. Your hope will not be cut off. Saying 16, listen, my son, and be wise, and set your heart on the right path. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat. Oh, my son, hear and be wise, and guide thine heart in thy way. The observation of God's command. Drunkards or gluttons, wine bibbers, devourers of flesh. Don't hang around those kind of people, right? Partying, always partying, okay? Not worrying about paying the rent, they're partying. Saying 17. Let your father who gave you life, listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth and do not sell it. Wisdom, instruction, and insight as well, right? Get these things. The father of a righteous child has great joy. A man who fathers a wise son rejoices in him. May your father and mother rejoice. May she who gave you birth be joyful. Right? Make your parents proud. Right? Right. Always be learning. Saying 18. My son, give me your heart and let your eyes delight in my ways. For an adulterous woman is a deep pit, and a wayward wife is a narrow well. Like a bandit, she lies in wait and multiplies the unfaithful among men. Right. Interesting, huh? Okay, saying 19. And this is one thing. This is about alcoholism, okay? And it's a good one about alcoholism. Put it right in the middle of these sayings. You're supposed to memorize these, okay? Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has strife? Who has complaints? Who has needless bruises? Who has bloodshot eyes? Those who linger over wine, who go to sample bowls of mixed wine or mixed drinks, right? Do not gaze at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it goes down smoothly. In the end, it bites like a snake and poisons like a viper. You will see strange sights. Right? Your mind will imagine confusing things when you're drunk. Right? You will be like one sleeping on the high seas, lying on top of the rigging. Right? They hit me, you will say, but I'm not hurt. They beat me, but I don't feel it. When will I wake up so I can find another drink? Right? Many alcoholics stay drunk because they don't want to face the sober truth. You know what I'm saying? Right? Wake up. You feel like somebody beats you. Right? You feel like you get run over by a truck, but there's no bruises, but you feel like it. Right? Alcohol does that to you. Okay? And it bites like a snake and poisons like a viper. So there you go. That's the next set of sayings. All right. Didn't highlight too much. I mean, they're all good sayings, okay? When you're done with a ruler or prospective employer, eat very little, be very nice, right? Don't wear yourself out to get rich. Right? Live life, fear the Lord, and He will take care of everything, right? Saying that, do not eat the food of a begrudging host. No, do not crave his delicacies. For he's the kind of person who is always thinking about the cost. And they're going to tell you, you know what I paid for this? They're going to tell you, okay? It's a stingy person. They tell you to eat and drink, but inwardly they're counting the cost and worrying about it. It'll just make you sick. Okay? Do not speak to fools. Don't even try. Okay? Don't move ancient boundary stones. Don't encroach on other people's property, right? A simple one, apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. That's the Bible, okay? You should be studying the Bible every day. Okay, saying 13 is, don't withhold discipline from a child. If you punish them with the rod, they will not die. But they will die if you don't. Okay? You don't spank your kids. If you don't discipline them when they're very young, when they're old, they will die. Son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. Right? You like it when your kids speak what is right. Not hurt envy sinners, but always be zealous for the Lord, and your hope will never be cut off. Right? Don't envy these people. Okay? Instructions to the kids, to your children, it's saying 16. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat. Partiers, okay? Stay away from the partiers. Listen to your parents. Right? Make them proud. Thing 18. I say, give me your heart and delight in your ways. Right? For an adulterous woman is a deep pit. You shouldn't be going out with people that are married. Okay? That's just trouble. And alcoholism. Right? The dangers of getting drunk and staying drunk. Bites like a snake, poisons like a viper. You'll see strange things, and your mind will imagine confusing things, right? You'd be like one sleeping on the high seas, lying on top of the rigging. They hit me, but I'm not hurt. You will feel like you got run over by a truck when you woke up. So, there you go. That's Proverbs 23, right in the middle of our sayings, and it'll continue. All right, see? And continue through tomorrow. All right, and it finishes tomorrow. And then there's more sayings otherwise, but so we'll finish that up tomorrow. Stay tuned later today. I think we are in Proverbs in Luke 16 or 17. It's like day 108 or something like that. But stay tuned for that later. Give us a like if you think about it. But tomorrow we'll continue. See you then.